What's up, YouTubers? Today I've got a miscellaneous break of mid-1980s junk oddball baseball packs. I picked these up on eBay for $8. I've got 15 packs here. Some of them I have never opened or actually even seen before. For example, this Baseball Inquirer pack, which doesn't look like it has the MLB license because the drawn Wade Boggs and Kirby Puckett don't have logos on their hats, similar to Panini products. Anyway, a lot of this stuff I have never opened before, like the Jumbo 1984 pack that has one card in there. 8 Men Out by Pacific. I assume that's based on the 1988 movie, starring Charlie Sheen, D.B. Sweeney, Michael Rooker, and Christopher Lloyd, I think, was in that, if I remember right. Saw it one time way back in the day. But there's a pack of 8 Men Out cards, limited edition, so you know they're valuable. We got some Pop-Ups from, I don't know what year that is, 88. Don't even know, but we'll open those up and we'll see what we get. And then we've got Baseball Champions, Yesterday and Today. I think that's like an 83 or 84 set. We got Action All-Stars from 85, I believe. 1990 Donruss rookies. I guess all the rookies in that pack there. So we'll open up all this stuff, see what we get. For $8, I don't mind opening this kind of stuff. It's utterly worthless, but it's fun for me, and I enjoy it. We got a pack of 86 Topps mini leaders there as well. So we'll get right into this, and we'll see what we get here. First off, we got a baseball photo rub-downs. 2 rub-down sheets and 1 stick of gum. I don't know what year these came out or what these even look like. Oh, 1985 there. So we'll open this up and see what we get. Alright, we got a shredded piece of gum, and we've got, oh cool, rub-ons. We've got Reggie Jackson, Eric hanging with Eric Shaw there, and Jason Thompson with the Pirates. That's pretty cool looking. Reggie Jackson there. And then on my other rub-down sheet, we've got Kirk Gibson, Don Mattingly, Rich Goose Gossage there. I'm not even centered on my camera there. And Dave Stieb with the Blue Jays. So, pretty neat. Never seen these before. And then we've got instructions on how to do your rub-downs. So, and a nice shredded piece of gum there. So, interesting start there. We did get Don Mattingly and Reggie Jackson. Pretty neat. So, baseball rub-downs. Let's open up this American baseball. Not Japanese baseball. American baseball. I don't know what year this is. Was in a penny sleeve there, that pack. Don't know how many cards are in there. It doesn't say. It just says picture cards and bubble gum. What year is on the back here? West Germany, it says. Made in Ireland. Interesting. I don't know what year this is. Let's open this up, see what's in there. They're obviously mini cards. They're not regular size. And there's a nice piece of gum there attached to my Kirby Puckett. Nice. We've got the Hawk, Hall of Famer, Andre Dawson. And 1987 stats on the back, so these came out in 1988. We got Willie McGee, multiple batting champion and MVP. Kevin Mitchell, closing in on his MVP season of 89 when he hit 47 home runs. Rhino, Ryan Sandberg, another Hall of Famer with the Cubs. And Kirby Puckett. Nice. It's a nice little pack there. 3 Hall of Famers and 2 semi-stars in McGee and Mitchell, so that's interesting. Nice piece of gum there. We'll chew that later. American baseball. I don't know what these are or where those came from, but I assume they were printed overseas because it says American baseball on there. But interesting. And let's go to the 8 Men Out. We'll see what this is all about here. We'll see if I pull a Charlie Sheen rookie card the year before he filmed Major League. I don't know if these are going to be the players from the Black Sox in 1919 or if it's going to be movie cards, so we'll see. Alright, that is obviously a original Buck Weaver third baseman because that doesn't look like an actor that would portray him in the movie. We got Ray Fisher, pitcher for the Reds. Heine Grow, watches Heine Grow for the Reds. James Reed as Claude Lefty Williams. That's obviously one of the actors in the movie. Lefty loses game 2. That was actually a best-of-9 series, and the Indians beat the Sox 5-3, and most of the participants were banned for life in baseball. I remember Shoeless Joe was portrayed as kind of an idiot, not really understanding what was going on. James, get your arm ready fast, says the manager. Lefty is threatened. Sports Sullivan. Chick leaves Buck stranded at third. And Shoeless Joe, played by D.B. Sweeney. Alright. So that was my very interesting pack of limited edition 8-men out Pacific cards. Never seen those before, so that's always fun to open something that I've never seen. Speaking of never seen, Baseball Inquirer, 10 mystery interview cards. I don't know what that is, but it is a special edition. And Lift the Flap for free offer. That always sounds interesting. And I assume that's supposed to be like a Pete Rose caricature, and says, I bet my card's going to be worth a fortune. Maybe you should make a bet on that, Pete. Alright, let's see what we get inside this pack. I don't know who the heck that's supposed to be. I'll assume it's Barry Bonds. I guess I'm supposed to figure out who the mystery player is supposed to be on the front of the card, because there's no name, and then it's a bunch of questions on the back. Interesting. I'll assume that's Andre Dawson. An announcer. Don't know who. Mark Lemke with the Braves. Since I don't know what year these came out, he's wearing a K hat. Looks like Randy Johnson, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too far ahead in time. Don Mattingly with a chia pet, or a chia head of himself. Watch it grow. These are stupid. They remind me of Triple Play from a couple years ago. I have no idea who that is. Ozzie Guillen. Some umpire with bushy eyebrows. Kirby Puckett from the front of the pack, and some guy pouring a bad cup of Joe. I couldn't tell you who that is. So those are interesting to say the very least. So let's open up a 1993 jumbo pack of Ted Williams. I actually bought a box of these a while back and have the complete set. Nice looking cards. But Frozen Head Ted Williams. Card company only lasted 2 years. As a sign of the times, you get some Pogs in every pack. Gotta love your Pogs. Alright, first card. These are really nice looking cards. I really like the design of these. Warren Spahn, greatest lefties of all time. Buddy Bell. The Dawning of a Legacy, Juan Gonzalez. Right when he was in the midst of pouring in the juice. Willie Mays. Monty Irvin going north. The expansion up into the Northern Territories, including Canada. Billy Williams, Hall of Famer with the Cubs. Roy Campanella, another Hall of Famer. Roy Dandridge, the Negro Leagues card. Those were a cool subset. Earl Weaver, Hall of Fame coach. One of the greatest arguing coaches of all time. Dawning of a Legacy, Jeff Bagwell. Also steroid user, in my opinion. Or in my guesstimation. Carl Foreskin. Dave Johnson. Back before he was a manager for the Mets, leading them to the World Series in '86. Jim Gilliam. Bobby Mercer. Another Negro Leagues card of Marlon Carter. Steve Carlton, the other great lefty of all time, with Warren Spahn and probably Randy Johnson. Ken Holtzman with the A's. Ted Williams. And a Brooks Robinson collection insert, showing him diving at third. Nice looking card there. So that was my Ted Williams pack here. We'll pop these Pogs out. Play some Pogs later. Got the Cincinnati Reds and the Kansas City Royals logos there. Put those right there. We'll do baseball scratch off. I'm pretty sure this was a game, and there's not really any cards in here. Ring pop. It's the most exciting new lollipop idea for fun since the invention of candy. That's a statement. 1981, so these are pretty darn old. We'll see what we get in here. Baseball rub downs. Sounds like the Patriots owner would be into these rub downs. Alright. They are player cards here with a bunch of scratch offs on the side, like I guess you could play a game there. We got Jim Rice, Mike Hargrove, and Jim Palmer. Cecil Cooper, Buddy Bill, and Ricky Henderson. Tony Perez, Lamar Johnson, and Roy Smalley. Jack the Ripper Clark, who just filed for bankruptcy yet again. He was kind of a douche. If you actually look up Jack the Ripper, he got into arguments with all his coaches, tried to throw Tony Gwynn under the bus, the whole city of San Diego and their fans. He was pretty much a douche. So, Terry Poole, Jim Bibby, Gamblin' Pete Rose, Ellis Be My Valentine, Jerry Martin, Dave Kingman, Terry Whitfield, and Steve Carlton. And I guess on the back there they got a little scorecard and little interesting things you can order from Tops. So those are interesting. Never seen those before. They've got perforated edges for tearing off your favorite players there. So very interesting. Never seen those before. 1981. Ooh, with a sealed pack of gum here. We could actually rip that open and see how well that is preserved. No, it's actually got a little bit of moisture to it. It's not snapping. It feels a little soft there. Here, save that for later. Let's do a pack of, I think these are 1990 Magic Motion Sport Flicks. Double action photos. We got 3 cards inside here. Let's see what we get. With our baseball trivia, most valuable players. Name the MVP who is one of the only 3 to win a batting title and not hit a homer. Name the MVP who is one of the only 3 to win a batting title and not hit a homer. Pete Rose, Dick Groat, Rod Carew, or Zoilo Versalles. I'm going to say it's Rod Carew. Rod Carew in 72 when he led the AL with a .318 batting average. Alright, we got Carney Lansford with the A's. Swinging there. Shaking just like he did in his batting stance. Derek Lilliquist. And Ruben High Sierra there. Another baseball trivia. Most valuable players. What MVP hit the most home runs in a single World Series? Mickey Mantle, Reggie Jackson, Yogi Berra, or Hank Aaron? I'm going to say it's Reggie Jackson, who smashed 5 homers in the 77 series, including 3 in 1 game. I am 2 for 2 on trivia. Alright, let's do the pop-up puzzle cards. 1 pop-up, 3 puzzle pieces, and 3 cards. I assume there's going to be some oversized cards in here since this pack is ginormous. I don't know what year this is either. Doesn't say. Let's see. This is probably like 85. I can even open it. Don't want to damage my priceless cards inside. There we go. There's our pop-up of Roger Clemens there, pitching in the Astrodome, looks like. We've got 3 puzzle pieces. Of course, we had to pull the checklist. Wouldn't be a pack break of mine without pulling a checklist. We've got oversized Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, and it's chilly outside Davis with the Giants. So those are actually nice looking cards, but oversized and hard as hell to store them. So let's do pop-ups. Donruss Pop-ups 35-cent pack. 1 pop-up, 3 puzzle pieces, and 5 all-star cards. I think these are from 88 there. Shows McGuire on the front there. Maybe these were 89, I'm not sure. There's our Warren Spahn puzzle. Cocaine Gooden, who just got arrested again for drug possession, I believe. I don't know how he's not in prison. He's probably got at least 10 arrests for drugs. We've got Wade Boggs, 3,000 hits. Dwight Gooden's cocaine buddy, Daryl snorting through the strawberry. Of course, got to get a checklist in there. 2 checklists, American and the National League. Yes, sweet hit there. And Andy Van Slyke, rounding out that pack. Let's go to some Action All-Stars from 1985. Great design on these, and an airbrushed hat there on George Brett. These Action All-Stars that they did for a few years, I think the base cards on these actually looks better than the mainstream cards that they produced. Just they were oversized, like I said, and hard to store. So, nice looking design there, George Brett, Hall of Famer. Ron Kittle, whose cards were hot for a few months back in 1985. Dave Winfield, another Hall of Famer. Johnny Ray with the Pirates. And Kent Herbeck with the Twins. So, nice looking cards there. Let's open up this Baseball Champions with Cal Ripken on the front there. That's some more oversized cards. Not quite as oversized as that 1984 Super Baseball. We'll get to that here last. We've got some puzzle pieces of Duke Snider. Alright. Donruss Champions, Cal Ripken. It's a nice looking card. Paul Molitor, another Hall of Famer. 3,000 hits. He's actually, I think, top 6 all-time in hits on the hit list. Unfortunately, those have some damaged corners there, but since they've been in the package since the mid-80s, not surprised. Tony Perez, the Phillies. I don't remember him being on the Phillies, but this is a little bit before my time. Dave Parker, could have been a Hall of Famer, but darn drugs. And lefty Steve Carlton, another Hall of Famer there. So let's get into our star stickers. This is from 87, I believe. Feels like there's literally one card in there. I don't know what's going on with this pack. Super thin. Oh, it's just some mini stickers. We got our Cubs hat there with no bill on it. Kind of a dumb looking hat. We've got a little Pete Rose star sticker. Lonnie Smith. Don't remember him ever being a star, but he is a sticker. Unknown Brewers pitcher. Can't tell who that is. Peter Ladd. That looks like Murphy, Dale Murphy. Wade Boggs. And Andre Dawson. Let's do our 1990 rookies. Don't want to bend these bad boys up. 1990 Donruss are hard to come by. I should be wearing some gloves as to not damage them. I assume there's no way they could be damaged in this protective baggie that they're in. That they've been in since almost 30 years now. We've got Sammy Sosa on the back there in a Gem Mint 10 condition. Looking nice. Actually, it's in really good shape considering it was in just that little baggie. We've got Steve Avery, the Braves. Mike Fetters. Francisco Cabrera got the base hit that scored Sid Bream in Game 7 of 92 in LCS. Dave Justice. George Canali, I'm not sure. Jaime Navarro. Greg Linton with the Giants. I remember Greg Linton. Gene Harris. Pat Combs. Julio Machado. Manny Machado's dad, maybe. Jeff King. Joe Oliver with the Reds. Couldn't stand him. Mark Guthrie. Paul Sorrento with the Twins. A couple 20 home run seasons for Paul Sorrento. Later with the Rangers. Greg Hibbard. Smoking my Don Pauls. Kevin Mulhat. I'm not sure. Clay Parker and Randy Velarde. The Yankees. So, sweet rookies there. Let's clear all this crap out. Let's do my league leaders, and then we'll end with my jumbo. I hit my camera. 19-minute video and counting. It's alright. League leaders, 1987. I always liked the mini leaders. It was fun to look at each one from each year and see which players led the league and what. And there's always those oddball guys. You're like, what the heck did he lead the league in? Right on top there, we got George Brett. Nice start. One of my favorite guys from the 80s. One of my favorite Hall of Famers. Always liked George Brett. John Cangelosi. I'll assume he was a stolen base leader. Stolen bases. Tied for second with 50. Good job, John. P. Bradley with the Mariners. Probably had 20-something home runs. I'm guessing that's one of his leaders. Nope, on-base percentage. He was second with a 405 on-base percentage. Good job, Phil. Getting it on at a 40% clip. Bob Horner, who flamed out, I think, 2 years after this card. I think injuries derailed his career. 30 home runs, Rookie of the Year, Probably had 27 home runs that year. Home runs, 27. Tied for 5th. Good job, Bob. Bob Horny. Bedrock Bedrosian, saves definitely. Tied for 5th with 29. Kirk Gibson, on base percentage too. Nope, stolen bases. Old man Kirk, tied for 4th with 34 stolen bases. Who would have thought he'd have been running the bases fast, especially in '88, since he could barely run around the bases after his home run off Eckersley. And Juan Samuel, I'm assuming with stolen bases as well. Yep, tied for 5th with 42 in the National League. All right, that was my mini leader. Now we'll get to my favorite card of this break, the 1984 Super Big Baseball. One card, impossible to store because this thing is huge. We got a 30-player checklist there on the back. 15 Hall of Famers, so I got a 50-50 chance of pulling a Hall of Famer. I hope I do, because I've got a nice spot in a binder for it. I'm going to put it into a 8x10 card or a page protector. Never seen these before. I assume they have the same base design as the regular 1984 cards. We'll see who we get there. It is Eddie Murray, and it's actually in decent shape. It's got a little ding there on the corner there. Get that centered there. Those are huge. That's what she said. Nice. Looks just like the regular cards. I don't know if it's the same picture from '84 for his base card, but there's his jumbo. Put that right back there. And that was my interesting break of some oddball packs from the 80s. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed opening it. And we will see you next time.